Hey everyone, I have made another change. Actually, I've made two. One I don't care for, and the other one I do. So come back and I'll explain. Good morning, everyone. Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome all you new folks, and welcome back everybody to Loving It on Keto. I'm Wendy, the cameraman is Harry, and our little dog is little Sally Girl. Hey, welcome all you new folks. And you guys, we had a vegan watching us yesterday who was making us to, all about the environment and animals and needing plants and fiber and all those things. I don't want you guys to go and shame her or anything. I'm glad that there is a vegan and she's having an intelligent conversation, and I just explained some of the differences that we found as being former vegans for 6 years and it not working for us and actually making us unhealthy. Our numbers plummeted. Harry's vitamin D went to the floor. His calcium went to the floor. He became osteoporosis, not osteopenia, osteoporosis to the fat point where he was not absorbing calcium. He had to go and get an infusion of calcium, which hurt like the dickens for 2 weeks afterwards as it was going into the bones and working through there. His vitamin D was so low, he was on huge amounts of vitamin D3 to get it up. Our B12 was low. So there were a lot of issues.
Plus, I had a heart attack.
Plus, he had a silent heart attack during that time. And I explained all those things. This person is new, probably did not see our why or our past videos on that. But being a vegan, you are getting oxalates and you are getting all kinds of antioxidants. Plants don't have any recourse other than they don't have anything to save them from being eaten. Their job is to procreate just like humans and animals and everything else, by seeds or by root or by tuber. And so they have things like antioxidants, slight poison to animals to keep. They have thorns. There are things that they have so that it protects them. And these are the things that vegans are eating. And so just explaining a little bit, without going into this huge paragraph with this person, that we get our vitamins from the animal, right? From the ruminant animal meats. We get our vitamin from liver and from the healthy organs that we can eat. All of those things that you don't need fiber in your intestines and so forth. So I was kind of going back and forth with this person today, and it was it wasn't a troll. It was a true vegan who was, bringing up these issues.
That's okay. I mean, we were there once. It was
nice. We were there once, and I was very adamant about it when the doctor came in after Harry's heart attack and said, he has got severe heart issues, and if you want him to live, you'll eat nothing but the face, nothing but the mother. And that's what we did. It made us healthier than the SAD diet. We got healthy for a while. He lost some weight for a while, but then it started to fail us. So I needed to look for something different.
Well, I got ill.
And we found keto. So we've been there on that journey, and maybe if this person watches us and starts hearing some of the communication without fighting about the whys and the wherefores and the differences as to why we went keto, maybe we can help another vegan and convert them. I don't know. Anyway, you guys, a lot of you suggested using egg yolk powder, which we have a lot of.
Not to change the subject, but a lot of people came to keto by way of
veganism or vegetarianism. Yes, right. We have several of them, and we have some vegetarian keto folks too, because you can be a vegetarian and do keto. You absolutely can. It's narrower window of your protein source, but you absolutely can do it. Now, a lot of you have mentioned put some egg yolk powder in your coffee. Well, we have, and it ruined my coffee experience. I do not like any way, shape, or form the taste of the egg yolk in my coffee. If I could sweeten it and add other things, I probably would love it. but it is just an egg yolk funky taste to me, not like a real egg yolk. And you guys, yes, I can add a whole egg to my coffee, but I'd rather eat my egg fried in butter or bacon than put it in my coffee. I don't need to do that. And if I use only an egg yolk, what do I do with the whites? I'm not throwing away any food right now. The cost is prohibitive, and I'm not doing that. So yes, I can use the egg whites later in an egg white protein spray modified fast bread, but that defeats the purpose too, because we are eating higher fat to protein ratio for our BBBE. So it is a dilemma, and I've decided I'm omitting that egg powder and saving it for my breads and my bagels that I can use it on. I'm going to eat my egg instead of drink my egg, and that's just Harry and I. So that's something I'm not going to do. That was an addition we did today. It was an experiment, and I threw away my coffee because I did not like the taste, and neither did Harry. So we started over with our coffee experience today, omitting the egg yolk.
I'd rather have it as an egg anyway.
I'd rather have it as an egg.
But you know, I know that some people are going to say, well, maybe it tastes better to you if you had it as, you know, used a real egg yolk, like you just said. But then you go through the problem of wasting stuff too. So
an egg, and I like
unless you're
eating
making
my egg.
Something specific for, you know,
Right.
just the white.
Right.
Then that would be cool.
So Harry and I decided we're going to eat the eggs instead of drink the eggs. And that's just Harry and I. And that's our opinion and our taste. And if Harry loved it, I would serve it to him. But he didn't like it at all. So that's where we are with that experiment. For us, that's a big no. Another thing that I am doing today that I am adding is I went through my macros and I changed them. I want to get more 80-20, 80% fat to 20% protein to see if that moves me at all. You know, within the BBBE realm, I know what Dr. Berry says, but I am doing this for Harry and I. I also know what Dr. Boz says, and, you know, all of the other doctors, Dr. Siwis, and all of them. And so Harry and I are doing an N=1. Like Nisha says, N=1. Experiment on yourself. Do what works best for you. You can stay within the realm. If you're carnivore, you can stay within the realm of BBBE, right? And you guys, me eating Harry's, the little bits of bacon. Yeah, I shouldn't be the little mouse that eats the fat off the bacon, but trust me, if you look at this bacon, yes, I'm going to touch it, and that's fine. There's still fat there. There's still fat. There's nice pieces of fat. Yes, I was the mouse. But Harry, when he eats this, is not just getting pure meat. He's also getting some fat, too. So I'm going to try not to be the mouse in the house anymore. I'm not going to nibble because I'm back.
Well, you really like the fat.
Well,
though,
the reason for that is...
That's why I made it for you, you know.
The reason why I am not going to nibble all the bacon is because I can't measure it. And I have decided that I need to go back to tracking. We're not supposed to track, but I have a damaged metabolism, and I'm sorry if I'm nasal, but I am still sick. For those of you who are brand new, I got up to 282 pounds. In 2005, I had a lap band put in, and I was eating 500 to 800 calories only for about 14 years, and I ruined my metabolism. In November 19th, 2019, I had that lap band removed because it ate a hole through my throat, the top of my stomach. I had really bad ulcers. The band slipped and was allowing the acids to come out and burn my esophagus and my vocal cords. I had a mass in my stomach that was benign. I had major issues, and that had to be removed. And I was terrified that I would gain the 50 pounds that I lost in 14 years of having a lap band, eating 500 to 800 calories. My hair fell out. I had all kinds of issues during that time. And my hair is growing back. I was able to lose an additional 56 pounds on the ketogenic diet, eating the fats and the meats and all the glorious, wonderful foods that we can have on a ketogenic diet. So I have to be careful and track my macros, because for me, if I eat more than about 1,400 calories to 1,500 calories, even though they say that calories don't matter, they do for a broken metabolism that I have. For me, I do not lose weight. Nor do I lose weight when I go too low, because my body's going, oh yeah, I remember that number. Yeah, we did just fine on that number, so we're just gonna stay right here, right here. So I have been able to successfully raise my calories up and lose weight at the same time. So I'm right about here now, right about the 1,400 mark, right? And I may have to dip down into the 1,300 mark. But what I am doing is I'm going to switch it up and add even more fat. So I went into my macros. I added my fats and my proteins and my carbs. Let me see if I can get to it for today, so that I can track it.
Delivery.
Is that a delivery?
Yeah, Amazon.
I went in and gave myself 7 carbs. I'm going to be at 1,494 max. That's 11% calorie deficit. I am going to, it says I can lose 1.6 pounds per month. We'll see. Let me see where my goals are. Here's my goals. Right here. Total carbs are 7. That's 2%. Protein is 20%. Fat is 78%. And that's because I'm giving myself some carbs, because eggs have carbs in them. And I'll probably be over on carbs because carbs are just under 1 gram of carbs per day for the eggs. So you guys, that's what I'm doing. And I'm also, Harry and I thought about this, and Harry said, honey, I do best losing weight on ground hamburger, eggs, and butter. Didn't you?
Yep.
And so we are going to still have some bacon, but not as much bacon. We're going to concentrate, at least this week, this is Monday, we're going to go clear till Monday, and do more eggs and beef and butter in our meals and track them.
Yeah, but
that
see,
way.
the thing is, I used to put mayonnaise on there too, or whatever it is.
Right, but you're going to have, right.
And that gave me that gave me some fat
so
too.
I'm going to give you more fat in your hamburger, and we're going to measure it so that we know what we're getting. I was even thinking about cooking your eggs separately from my eggs so that I know you're getting that tablespoon of butter. I'm going to get granular, and I don't need you guys to come after me to say Dr. Barry said, Nisha said, Dr. Siwas says you don't need to measure, you don't need to, you know, all of those things, because this is an experiment that I am doing. We experiment on ourselves, n equals 1. And so we are going to experiment. I'm going to be giving Harry like 200 calories more fat than I have. So he's going to get more. He does not like to track his macros. So he's going to get an additional tablespoon of butter or bacon grease. I want to use butter more than bacon grease in the morning with his meal and in the afternoon with his meal. We're putting the tablespoon of butter into our coffee, and we are still doing the MCT oil to try to bring up and keep me from getting my migraines. That's the only thing that we are eating that is not BBBE, is the MCT oil, and it's for medicinal health purposes. I don't care who says you don't need it. I say I do, and this is for me. So don't come after me if you see my MCT oil bottle on the counter, because it really helps me and prevents me from getting headaches. And I'm trying to bring Harry's ketones up. With his enlarged spleen, and that's another thing, the soonest he can get a CAT scan on his spleen is November 17th. That's a month away. So I need to call the doctor to tell him to see if he wants us to do something different. But they don't have enough technicians now. There were some health regulations, mandates that came out, and a lot of workers in the medical field either got burnt out or quit or were pushed out due to the medical mandates. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to get in trouble for it either, because we cannot say certain words or certain things, or we get demonetized. We can get pulled down. Our video, we can get frozen and have a strike against us and eventually get pulled if we bring up a controversial information. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a medical practitioner, I'm not a professional in the profession, so I have no credentials to allow me to discuss it with anybody. And I also want to say that for those of you who don't know, my father passed away from cancer. And yes, the big C sometimes refers to that particular disease. We've also used it and coined it because we cannot talk about what it truly is. Zombie apocalypse, lockdown virus, cootie bugs, you know, all of those things that we've used as a slang term. Yes, your phone is ringing, not mine. All of those slang terms are not to demean any disease, anti-inflammatory, any autoimmune diseases, anything that anybody could pass on,
well, any diseases,
and die from, any diseases, period. That is not why we are using it. And we are not using it lightly either. But I wanted to explain that because someone got very upset. And I think that seeing this person's story, it's heartfelt because they watched a loved one pass from cancer. And I understand that. But I just want you to know that we use it as a term because we can't say what it really is. And I think some of the new viewers don't understand that and don't know that. So I'm not making light of it. I'm not making a joke of it. It is serious and is real. And if I call it the C, I call it the zombie apocalypse, I call it the cootie, the bug, everybody hopefully will know what I'm talking about without actually going into specific details on the verbalization of it. So I wanted to share that too with everybody because people are new and people don't know, you know. So today, Harry and I, it's Monday. From Monday to Monday, we're going to go 80-20 as best we can. We're going to eat a lot more beef, a lot more ground beef, a lot of eggs, and a lot of butter. And you guys are going to be seeing it. It may be boring to you, but that is what we are doing. Something you did not see that Harry taped and he forgot to add last night is Chalice, Harry and I, and I'll share right here, our dinner that we had last night after filming. Hey you guys, we just got through filming most of our Halloween special this year, and Chally is in it this year. Say hi, Chalice. Hi. My hair is flat because I've been wearing a wig all day long, but we are starving and we came to the Longhorn, and Harry and I are going to get an 8-ounce sirloin steak, period, club soda, and we'll share our food. And I'm not sure what Chalice is going to get, but we'll share what we get to eat when we get it, you guys, because it's already 6:57, so it's almost 7 o'clock. So we just finished filming, got changed, and we're here. Oh yeah, Chalice let me borrow these cute little Halloween earrings. Yes, indeed. So you guys, we'll come back when it's steak. A 6-ounce sirloin, naked on the plate. It's naked on the plate, folks. And Harry's got the same. Naked on the plate.
That's it.
That's it. That's all she wrote. Anyway, you guys, gotta eat now. Also, I want to show, as I have every day, our morning numbers that we had. We're going to insert that right here. It's finger pricking time. Yes, it is, you guys. Yes, indeedy. I'm going to do ketones first. Can you see that? Yep. Ketones first. How's everybody doing this morning?
I like it when they all yell out.
Yeah, well, they can tell me how they're doing. I hear ya. Okay, ketones first for me. Let's see what it says today. I don't feel good today. I did too much yesterday, I think.
Yeah, but we're getting there.
0.4. 0.4. $95 for me. And I think that is because you have an enlarged spleen. You've got something going on. I agree. 105. 105. No ketones, so we're not even going to do the GKI, you guys. We'll see you guys back in the next segment. Chalice, Harry, myself, and little Sally girl were filming yesterday. And we were tired when we were done. I was extremely tired, and so I thought, let's just go out, grab something to eat, and come home. And he had to start very late on editing. He had a very full night. I went to bed at 10:30. I took my Tylenol, I took my Benadryl, and I took some Calm, and I went to bed. And I fell fast asleep, you guys. So, what else?
That's it.
Everything that you eat or drink the day before, sometimes 2 days prior, can have a direct effect on your weight. I'm having a little bit of an issue because I'm sick. I'm under the weather. I am taking a little bit more vitamins. I am taking Tylenol. PM at night, I am using my Navage, which has a mint that goes up and cleanses it out and allows me to breathe. It does not have sugar in it. I am using Benadryl so I can breathe at night because I'm swollen. I have an upper respiratory cold. That's what I have. And today, so far, I have no fever, no temperature, no elevated temperature. It was 97.6 this morning. I took one after my coffee experience, and I'm going to check it throughout the day because I cannot go visit my mother if I have any kind of elevated temperature. For one thing, they have a machine that you have to get your name badge with, and it takes your temperature. And it red flags you. You can't go up into the area, and I would not want to do that anyway. So I'm checking that today. If I am normal all day today and tomorrow, I will be able to go see my mom. So anyway, what did we weigh yesterday? We did go out to eat. We did have that piece of steak, and that's all we had. I weighed the same, 185. So I've been up all week. Harry actually went down having the steak. It was an 8-ounce sirloin steak, naked. I have in my purse Chef's Blend, and that's what we put on ours. So you guys will see that, and that's basically what we had. So I am going to get out our hamburger and the meatloaf, and I'm going to cook us some breakfast in the next segment. So you guys, stay tuned. Okay, you guys, I am doing the true test of my red copper pans. I am not putting any fats in them to cook my eggs because I want to measure my fats this week. So I'm putting us each 2 eggs. We're having 2 eggs each, and we're having I'm having 4 ounces of hamburger, and Harry is having 5. I'm putting them in here. So I'm gonna heat these up real quick. I put them all together because I know which ones are ours, and then I'm gonna measure the butter for Harry and for myself. So, you guys come back when it is egg and beef butter bowl. Yes, indeed. I'm putting some water in to steam these. That will steam the top of my eggs and give me the steam that I normally get from the butter to baste my eggs because I like my eggs basted. So that's what I'm doing, and I just got my hamburger heated. So I'm going to take those out. I measured mine, 4 ounces. Harry's got 5. And then what I'm going to do is put this on, zero it out. And Harry, butter, a tablespoon of butter. Here we go. And that just steamed right over the top. That was perfect. Just a little bit of water. Look at this. Did perfect. See how perfect those came out?
Yep.
So let me give you yours. And
well, I bet you they could tell we're not that perky today.
look at this, you guys. How nice that did. I am so excited. These pans truly, truly, how nice those look. Look at that. There you go. Got to give Sally some. So be careful because this is hot. Mm-hmm. Let me reach over here and grab her little dish. You have to be careful with fat with dogs, you guys. Like extra tallow, butter, and that kind of thing, so they can get pancreatitis. So I'm going to give her a little bit of the whites. For little Sally girl. She gets a piece of the yolk. That's what I think this is. Let's see. Pretty close. There you go. Pretty close. I get one. Let's see. He gets 2. Mine is 2 for breakfast. So I get 2 as well. I gave him an ounce more of meat. That's going to be too much. 29, 27, I'll give you that little bit. And that is going to be our breakfast, close as I can get. So it is, Harry's got 5 ounces of hamburger, 2 eggs, and 2 tablespoons of butter. I have got 4 ounces, 2 eggs, and 2 tablespoons of butter. And that is going to be our breakfast, you guys. But man, look at those eggs. They're beautiful. All I did was put a little water in there to steam the top over, you guys. It's absolutely delicious. And you guys, gotta eat now.
It's your breakfast, y'all.
Okay, you guys, for the first time in a very, very long time, not since the beginning of when we first started keto, did I figure out our macros for the day before we ate. And that's what I'm doing for the next 7 days. So for our evening meal, I've got our hamburger and our meatloaf in there. I've already weighed it. I'm going to cook 1 egg for me, 2 eggs for Harry, and then I'll share the amount of fats we're going to have at dinner. That will give him the amount of calories he needs versus the amount that I need. And tomorrow I'll share that with everybody on the Carb Manager along with our weight. So that's what we are doing. I am using a dry pan, nothing in it. And then I will put a little water in to baste it and steam it towards the end once it starts cooking.
How many do we get a piece?
You get 2, I get 1. Because we're doing lower protein, higher fat this week. Well, I made a mistake. I made a boo-boo.
All right, don't worry about it.
Let me close it. Excuse my hand. So, there goes that. Excuse me, let me throw this away. Boy, that sun was coming in. I had to close the fan. Bright, bright, bright.
It's really bright right now.
Now, I've got Harry's meat in and my meat. which is all weighed. I'm gonna heat these up.
What is it?
I'll share in just a minute.
No, I don't even know what it is.
I know you don't. You don't know any of this.
I know nothing.
He's going, what are you doing? I said, I need your phone. I need to give you macros. He goes, well, what kind of macros? I said, the kind that you're going to be eating for the next 7 days, you guys. Oh, I am going to crack the code for Harry and I. I am going to do this. Changing it up. When things don't work, n equals 1, and you got to experiment on yourself, you guys. You got to find that sweet spot of what works. Now, I know that I'm still under the weather. I know I'm going to take Tylenol and a Benadryl. My temperature has been normal today for me. So I may sound still like I have a little bit of a cold, but if I have a normal temperature all day today and I wake up and it's normal, I'm going to go and see Mom, because I feel that whatever I have will be behind me, and go from there depending on how I feel. I've been reading a keto book and just relaxing today, haven't we, Harry?
Yep.
And then we'll resume filming tomorrow. So I am going to watch. I'm going to put a little bit of water in here to steam my eggs. That will coat it over the top. It will cook the top. It will steam my eggs and baste them with water only, so I'm not wasting any fats on my eggs, and I can put my fat on my hamburger and on my meatloaf. They're already getting that top coat that I like. I've got the patty measured, and the patty is mine. The meatloaf is Harry's. He gets 2 tablespoons of fat on his. So it should be 28. There we go. Let me, I get, that's good, a little bit, 14, I get 1. That's good enough. Okay, here come the eggs. Watch out for my hand, honey. I'm gonna put the lid down. And there are our eggs, perfectly braised. Look at that, super nice. 2 are Harry's. 1 is mine. Perfectly cooked. Look at this pan. I'm so happy I got this pan, I'm telling you. It's wonderful. You guys, I found out if you have an induction oven, these are not induction certified. Someone unfortunately told me that, and I did not know it because I don't have an induction unit that I'm worried about, so I didn't even think about that. But you guys need to check on the bottom of the pan.
Well, you own one, we just haven't used it.
I haven't used it with these pans, and I don't care about that. I just love the pan. So an induction oven's totally different than an electric or a gas oven. Harry doesn't even know what an induction oven is.
I do.
What is it?
Inductions.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
It only heats up a specific type of metal.
That's right.
Okay, so you can put your hand on it, it won't burn your hand.
Right.
But the metal that's inside a particular type of pan will heat up through the induction.
Yes.
Is basically like a...
And it has to say induction on the pan or when you're reading it.
On the bottom, it's got to say induction.
So here we are, you guys. This is our dinner. This is what we are having. Yes, indeed, we are. Isn't that a pretty egg? Doesn't that make a beautiful egg? It does. I think it does.
It does, you see? Turned out really well.
What I like about my egg, as I'll show you, is you still get a little bit of the yolk, see? Ooh.
Yep, there it is.
There it is, but all the fat is measured. It's measured.
It's measured fat.
I'm measuring everything. I gotta figure out what the heck is going on. Now, I am using cherry wood smoked salt.
Oh, I lost it there.
Yeah, I saw you going backwards. And that's what we're having, you guys. So you guys, we're gonna go ahead and close out for the night. Yes, we are. It's been short and sweet. We did do our blood fasting test results. It's gonna be inserted here. Okay, you guys, it is 4:52 before our 5 o'clock last meal. We are going to test our ketones to see if the higher fat today had any changes in our ketones from this morning and our glucose from this morning. Yep, because we're changing it up. Yes, we are. I've made the changes today. So let's see how we are.
Guess I could have turned the f-stop down a little bit. Kind of bright.
0.5.
Hey, share.
112, that's high.
0.06.
Don't do it that way. Stick it from the top. There you go. Where's your little...
101.
101. So 112 and 0.5. I am not in GK ketosis. I'm in 12.4.
So we don't need to do mine.
Okay, on to the next. And you guys, we're gonna say goodnight. So please remember to like, subscribe, ring that little bell, give us a thumbs up. We'll see you right here tomorrow, N=1. We're doing this high fat, 80-20 to protein. We're measuring twice a day, and we're gonna keep going, you guys. But we're doing this for 7 days, and we're staying BBBE carnivore. Yes, indeed.